Hello and welcome to a video review of my latest eBay haul, 3 robot replicas from Revenge of the Fallen. We got Skids, Bumblebee, and another Jetfire. I'm not going to cover Jetfire, that review's already on the channel. Check it out if you want to see it. The one thing I do need to note is this guy is... his upper body is loose. Like, it's not loose, like it's not floppy loose, but it's kind of got a little play in it. I have 3 of these guys. One of them I got with Ravage, one of them was a gift. And I got this guy. So this is the only copy I have with the really loose kind of floppy ball joint, but we've already covered him. So we're going to set him off to the side. We're going to look at Bumblebee and Skids. We're going to take a look at my least favorite of the two, that being Bumblebee. Now, this figure I have not posed. I literally just pulled him out of the box, and yeah, what is with these elbows? I mean, look at these elbows. And I keep thinking, like, maybe if I straighten them out. But no, they're at this weird angle no matter what. He's got a little plastic numb there that I'm trying to break off. I'll probably clip it. But yeah, that's just how his elbows are. That's probably why he's my least favorite, is these weird elbows. So you can't get his arm straight unless you bend it at the elbow. Because if you have it out to the side, it looks really weird. Just have to get that out there. But chest is very inaccurate. I mean, when did Bumblebee's chest ever look like that? And you got the midsection. Nicely detailed for what it is. It is very, very nicely detailed. Very nicely painted. Even on the head there. You have a little Autobot logo. It is sloppily painted. But for the year this came out, it's not bad. You even has some robot detailing underneath there. You got the gun. This could have been painted like a hell of a lot better. It looks awful. But the detailing is nice, the sculpted detailing. You got the brake rotors on his arms. Going up the side of the leg. Lots of nice detailing. Even on the back you have some nice detailing. Except for on the doors. The doors are just... I don't know why they painted all of this, but then left the doors unpainted. I mean, they painted the back of the head, but got some silver detailing there. So a nice looking figure, except for the elbows. I mean, I can't be the only one that sees these elbows as ugly. But articulation wise, head is on a ball joint, but you only get a little bit of tilt, a little bit up and down, and rotation that far. Butterfly joints are on shoulders on a ball jointed butterfly joint, so you get a little bit of movement, but then due to the way it's sculpted in the back, it kind of gets all caught up. And yeah, if you splay them out, you get a little bit more articulation, but then the chest looks weird, so you kind of finagle them. So it is of that. It does have a swivel at the shoulder. And it should go in and out, but on this one they're seized, which is pretty common. So he does have a joint there you can see, so they are supposed to move out. But they are seized, and I really don't want to break this figure, so I'm not going to force it. Weird elbows, as you've seen, and it is kind of on a ball joint, but it feels ratcheted. There's stopping points, and that's basically it for the arm. This is what I showed earlier. What I showed yesterday. What I showed earlier, so very wonky. Ball jointed chest that does give rotation, ab crunch, and side to side. Hips are on ratchets, but they're very tight, so they'll go outward on a Y cut. Knees, you get a little under 90, and then feet are on ball joints, but they're at this weird angle. So if you have them flat-footed, let me line up with the legs. So you got to kind of tilt his feet. It almost looks like he has 2 different hips. I'm not sure how well you can see that. But it almost looks like he has 2 different hips. I'm trying to see what the situation is. These ball joints, like, it's weird because this one sits further out than this one. It's just not a good figure. He's hard to get to stand because of that. And I can't be the only one seeing that. This joint sticks out further than this one. I apologize for that being kind of... I mean, I was like tossing the figure around. But yeah, that hip sits out further than this hip. I don't know if that's supposed to be like that or if that's just something weird about it. This is just a weird figure, and honestly, I only paid 27 bucks for 3 of them. I got Bumblebee. I mean, it's not broken because this hip is still... Nope, it's the same joint in there. It's just this one is sticking out further, so I'm wondering if they didn't drill the peg hole in deep enough from the factory. I don't know. So we're just going to set him up to the side. I mean, you can see the license plate there. Which is funny, on the actual 2007 Deluxe, this is painted, the license plate, and I believe it says California, or at least it's supposed to say California, but it actually has numbers on it. So this figure is just bad. I mean, just look at him. Look how awkward he looks. I mean, because of that peg, he doesn't stand well. His elbows are just... His arms are off to the side. It looks bad. I mean, you could make it work if you really wanted to, but I mean... Bumblebee doesn't aim his gun like that. He aims it like that, which looks even worse. So honestly, if you could get the 2007 version instead of this version, I would go for that one. This one is just bad. I mean, it doesn't look bad from certain angles. I mean, you can definitely tell it's Bumblebee, but when you pose him in a neutral pose, you kind of can't because you get that, and the chest is gappy. It's just a mess. Just a very messy figure. And actually, I'm going to move him out of the way so my autofocus doesn't mess up. And we're going to get to a figure that's actually not a dumpster fire, but was a dumpster fire of a character new. Robot Replica Skids. And yes, between him, Bumblebee, Megatron, Starscream, and Ratchet, he has arguably the best look. I mean, there's so much paint on him, even on the head. You have both eyes painted, his teeth. You have the headlights, you have the grill, you got the little blue accents there. You have the green accents, you have all the paint throughout. There's even paint on his gun, the bullets and stuff like that. The tires are painted. Even the back, you have these painted. The taillight's not painted, but I mean, you have the wheels in the back painted. There's silver paint on the back. You have the wheels detailed, which would bring in Bumblebee. Okay, so you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 paint apps on the back. Bumblebee has, let's count, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And a lot of people are going to say, well, Bumblebee has more. Yes, but look at the back of his doors. There is no paint on the back of his doors. Skids has the wheels painted and molded. There's actually molded detailing in there. You can actually see the spokes of the wheels. So his back is better detailed than Bumblebee's. Okay, I mean, obviously Bumblebee's back has the same amount of detail. But I mean, the doors, there's not even any molded detailing. So I don't understand that. Just like the Robot Replicas Jazz, the taillights were not painted at all. And we'll bring in Jetfire, so you can see even Jetfire has more detailing than Bumblebee does. Which, if they didn't want to detail Bumblebee's doors, because you won't see him from the back, why did they detail his back? Why did they detail his back? Even Ratchet's back has full detailing, same with Megatron's. But I'll get off my soapbox here. You can see the different size arms. And articulation-wise, he does not have a joint to get the elbows or the shoulders out to the side. So he only has a little under 90 degrees at the elbow. Elbow rotation, that does a full 360. Head can look down, can look up. You get a little bit tilted, and it can actually do a full 360. And the butterfly joints actually work. They're like Jetfires. They don't look bad. Starscreams don't look bad either. Megatrons are like Bumblebees. They look awful. But I mean, you get a little bit of wiggle there, not a whole lot, kind of a little back and forth. Arms can do a full 360. Hips will go forward that far, but as you're noticing, they do kind of collide with this piece. He has an Autobot logo there. They can't go out, so there's no outward movement. A little under 90 degrees. And the feet, unlike Bumblebee, are on ball joints, but they actually are flat. So he's a stable boy. I mean, I'm intentionally dropping him like that to get him to fall. But I mean, he stays. Now we'll bring in Bumblebee. Now if I want him to have his feet flat, he'll stand, but I mean, okay, maybe he won't fall over this take, but just look at the two, compare the two. This looks a lot better than Bumblebee, and I think he was a later wave, so we'll bring in one of the other figures. This just looks a lot better. I don't like this figure. I'm actually gonna hunt down the 2007 robot replica, and then this guy is probably gonna go down the road. Maybe, I don't know. But I mean, just look at his face. Look how chubby he looks. It doesn't look right. And I know these are based on concept art. Like, if you look at Jetfire, they don't look right. But we'll bring in Skids. That is Revenge of the Fallen movie Skids. He doesn't have the gold tooth. But other than that, it's spot on. And this is just bad. It isn't even good. I mean, now Megatron's head sculpt is bad too. That figure has an atrocious face sculpt. If I could get him out of storage, I would show you how bad that face sculpt is. And people are going to say, oh, it's concept art. This is based on concept art. So it's not accurate to the movie. But look at how good it looks. We have chubby pre-diabetic Bumblebee and concept art Jetfire. So, yeah, these are just kind of a mixed bag. I like Jetfire. I really didn't care to get this Bumblebee. I thought it looked bad. I was more excited to get Skids because I've never seen a Skids in person. And I mean, even his gun. The tip is painted red. I'm not sure how well you can see it. But even then they have the cartridge belt there, which is sculpted and twisted and just looks nice. I mean, I know it looks kind of chunky, but it looks nice. I mean, even painted. Let me just hold the figure right here so you can't see it. But it looks twisted, it looks fluid, it looks dynamic, and they actually sculpted each bullet. And it actually looks pretty decent. Now we'll look at Bumblebee's gun. It's just black with, 3 blue dots, because that's how Bumblebee's gun works. I mean, just, yeah, this guy is definitely the better of the 3. If you could find him, I would definitely get him. If you definitely want to get this figure, if you want, I know I wear glasses, but if you like this figure or you think this figure looks good, please see an optometrist. I mean, objectively, it's not bad, but when you compare it to the first movie, it almost feels like a step back. It's just bad. I mean, you can't even get him in a good neutral pose because he's either kind of got he's got gorilla arms, but they're posable gorilla arms. It just, yeah. It's got the detailing. It's just a bad figure. That's going to be it for this review. Let me know what you think of robot replicas as a whole. Let me know what you think of this awful Bumblebee. I'm going to track down the 2007 robot replicas, and he's going to replace this Bumblebee. So, yeah, thank you for watching. And between the 3 that I have, Jetfire, Skids, and Ratchet are probably the best. I don't have the Fallen. The Starscream's not bad, but he kind of falls into the category of he's a middle ground. But thank you for watching, and I will catch you folks next time.